Hello guys, and I'm gonna show you a new device that I've made, which is a preset of FX layer device, and it is a Waveshaper, and it uses a preset curve of a cubic root it's a cubic root function. Here you see it, and I modeled this plot using Wolfram Alpha with functions that only exist as a math device. So you can see that this device has modulator. This modulator device has multiplication, addition, subtraction, min, max, and I tried to use all these operations to kind of simulate this kind of curve that is actually a cubic root of x. So it actually succeeded. So this is actually a Waveshaper. So how it works? It uses an audio mod. What's actually cool about audio mod and how it's more cooler than audio sidechain modulator, because it has much more options. As you can see, audio sidechain doesn't have many. It has like high cut, low pass, but it doesn't have these lots of selection of different filter types. And also it doesn't have envelope follow, which is very critical in what I tried to accomplish. And I think I also show you another thing. Okay, I'll show you how audio mod is actually very cool in a way. So, oh, by the way, in Bitwig Studio 2 there's no audio mod. You need to click include legacy devices. Only then you can see this audio mod and enable it. Second thing that we will need, we need a mute device. And you may think, oh, we have this tool and we can enable some music, and we can adjust the amplitude to minus 36 decibel, but there still is some signal and it doesn't work like a complete mute, so it's shit. We need something else. And what we can actually do is add a test tone, and this is a gain of a test tone. Well, logically we need no test tone and we need 100%. And what do you see? You see that there's no signal. It's a mute button. Very simple. Okay. And now we will add a DC offset, which is also very cool. It let me show you. Look at this oscilloscope, and I move this thing, and you can see that signal also moves. So it can be used to offset like a song which has a DC offset, like it's not perfectly centered. You like adjust it. So that's why we needed a mute, because we don't want any sound to go into the C offset. So we want a clean sheet of paper per se. So, and now let's keep the music playing. We now modulate this thing. And oh, you can see that this signal is kind of similar to this signal here. And if we adjust attack and release to 1 millisecond, you can hear that there's some distorted music playing. Well, when we turn off this envelope follow, you can hear the music back again. You say, what? Actually, that's why I love this modulation system, because it is sample accurate. It converts audio signal to modulation signal and backwards to audio signal without no quality loss, no sample loss. It's amazing. And you can actually, there's a curve which you can kind of use to like a Waveshaper, but it's not really a Waveshaper, you know. When we do this curve, you can see that there's a lot of signal here and not a lot of signal here, so it's not a very good Waveshaper. But yeah, you can also use this if you need some analog simulation of lamps and other stuff. But I've made a Waveshaper which is symmetric and looks like this. So let's turn it on and adjust some drive so you can see that it crunches the sound into this sausage form. Yep. So it's a really cool device, and I can show a little bit more controlled test, so you see what it actually does. We use a test tone. And we use, wait a second. Yeah, so we can adjust the scale on oscilloscope, but you see like it bounces all around. We can use a trigger option here, and it freezes the graph, so you can adjust frequency and wave shape stays at the same place. It's a really cool feature. It's awesome. So now I'm gonna adjust the drive knob here. So you can see that this is a perfect sine, and the more I adjust it, the more it becomes a square thing. Well, also maybe I should turn off these modulations. These are like loudness compensation modulations. So if I turn them off, you can see that drive is actually adjusting volume, and the more you adjust it, the more it becomes a squarish, but not perfectly square. It's like a soft clipping. You see, it's not perfectly square, but it clips very softly. So that's why you want to use this to like give more punch to the sound and give more loudness and more harmonics. Let me give this loudness compensation back. And let's see this on this graph, how much harmonics it adds. So drive to the minimum, a little bit of harmonics, no harmonics, some harmonics, and the more we give drive, the more harmonics we get. So it's very pretty. You can use it for mastering or something. So, and okay, I think we should see what's inside of this device. And oh my god, this is some hardcore pornography here, yeah? So as you can see, we use a cubic power of X. So we get input here, and then we select the upper part of the signal and the lower part and modulate them separately. And then we multiply. Well, just don't look at this multiplier. It's just a quick fix for a bug that exists in Bitwig Studio. I hope they will fix this. But this multiplication and this is actually what gives us the cubic value of the signal. So we multiply value by the same value, so we gave a value squared. And then this value, which comes here, we multiply it again by the result of this function. And we get a value cubed. And this is what we get as the output when we sum both parts. It's kind of made of two parts. If we open another website, let me type here a simple function. Oh, my computer is lagging. X squared from -1 to 1. So I get this. And I wanted this. So I had to move this part to here and this part to the lower part. And then it becomes this. Pretty nifty technique. So I was talking about the bug. So here's the bug. And the bug is that when you play music, you can hear that there's an audible delay that these modulator produces. Like it actually depends on your setup. So I have I'm using jack audio, and I have this much frames per period times 2, so I have 256 samples per cycle. So each of these devices adds 256 samples per cycle. So it accumulates to 3 or 4 milliseconds of delay. And that's not good. So if we adjust mix here, we can see that there's some comb filter going on. Not a very good thing. Yeah, so you can't use the mix knob right now because it adds unwanted side effects. But the actual device works, and I will share with you guys, and you can use it for whatever you want. And have a nice day.